Hello, Scorpio, Scorpio Sun, Moon, Rising. I'm here to do your new moon reading, new moon and Libra coming up here in September. I already shuffled, just cutting here on camera for you. Already meditated and shuffled on your sign. So, Scorpio, this new moon will be highlighting your 12th house of endings, healing, closure, your subconscious. So for many of you with the new moon, it might be a time for you to set your intention of what you want to begin to put an end to or begin the healing process in. And so we'll get some insight with the cards. At the end, I'm going to pull a Moonology card to get a message from the moon. Okay, already, okay, we got this. I'm going to clarify with the tarot, and we're going to cover the cards, but I will pick each card up as I talk about them. So, hope you all have been doing well. Welcome back to subscribers and to anyone new to my channel. And just so you know, I am a reader that is called kind of in and out of this work. Mainly I'm called like in, I would say, what would be considered the fall and winter months. Could go beyond that. You might see me randomly post series other times of the year as well, but I'm noticing that that's when I'm called into action in other areas, like in the spring and summer, and then I'm kind of called to come back and do this. So, you know, so if that's cool with you, you know, I appreciate those of you who understand that and are cool with it, because as well too, I feel we shouldn't be too dependent on these readings, even though there's plenty of pushers who are going to supply that demand for people who want to listen to a reading every day. I don't think it's healthy to follow readers and too much. You know, you want to develop your own sense of intuition and discernment, and you know, maintain yourself being the author of your destiny in your life. Okay, so anyways, enough of the lecture. Let's get into this, Scorpio. Okay, got my spoons everywhere. In the recent past, we have the Bone Collector with the Temperance energy. So I feel like for some of you, this has been a patiently starting something new, or a new journey. A new journey has started with, and for some of you, this is the Sagittarius energy. Maybe some of you are involved with the Sagittarius, or for some of you, something could began in Sagittarius season of last year. So there could be still something that's, even though it may have started a while ago, it still feels new, it feels fresh, or there just has been this sense that you're on a new journey. With the Bone Collector, it's an indication of innate wisdom, like things like going to the drawing board, or going back to basics, or going back to your roots. Some of you could have gone back to your roots in some area of your life, as it comes to spirituality even, especially with this Temperance energy. So whatever you were raised with in as far as faith and or religion, that could have been something that you've needed to go back to as far as a source of healing, a source of being able to balance and temper different energies that some of you may have been dealing with. Temperance is as a healing, as well it is as a merging of opposites that create something new. So for some of you, that could be something here where I'm also kind of hearing for some of you, maybe a partnership with a partner. You may have come from different spiritual or religious backgrounds, and you had begun to integrate those into one as far as a relationship, and what it means as far as, like, if you're coming from different spaces or upbringings in that area, how would you raise your children? You could have come together in a patient way to kind of guide them and kind of give them the the morals and values, not necessarily the specifics of each, or like one or the other. So something spiritual, some spiritual new beginning happened for some of you in the recent past. So what we have for the present point of advantage, it is intention with the Queen of Cups. So first, for some of you, this is like knowing what you want for your outcome, not just doing something for the sake of doing it, but knowing what you want to hatch out of it. The Queen of Cups too, this is your energy, so you're able to intuitively feel and know what your intention is. It's coming from your heart space. It's coming from what will make you emotionally fulfilled, and you're coming from a fulfilled place with an intention to nurture what it is that your intention is. So you've pinpointed what it is that you want, and that's good, because you have this emotional focus and devotion to what it is that you want to see come to fruition. Then you have 22 here, so again, this could have to do with a partnership, or it could just have to do with yourself. And in regards to this being your 12th house, I feel like, healing energy is something that will like intentionally what you want to heal, focusing on that area and giving that the attention. I feel like you're there. You'll be communicating from your heart space as far as what it is that you want, like what you want. So let's look on into the challenge or the resistance, because I noticed it has the 7. And actually, no, this is the 9 of Cups. Good. Okay. So then the challenge or resistance here is the heal, the ouch. Again, healing. So the challenge or resistance is kind of healing. But then you have this 9 of Cups energy with it. So there could be something here that you've been indulging in it may be an indulgence, but it may not be exactly healthy for you. And it could be something that you indulge in to cope with something painful, but in essence you are actually harming yourself as you indulge yourself in it. And it could be anything. It could be drinking, drugs. It could be anything that you might be overindulging in. There's something here it's a challenge or resistance for you to heal from that because of something that gives you pleasure. But and it could also be, in a sense, like it's like intention, like it's like what you need to do. What you need to do. There could be something here where now I'm also kind of picking up like self-indulgence could have hurt a relationship on your side or their side, as far as like who did what in a relationship. If you're trying to heal a relationship, if you've gone through something where you're beginning to heal or beginning to merge together with another, there's some pain in someone seeking their own pleasure for someone. So that's the challenge or the resistance. Okay, what we have for the unexpected help, ride the wave with the Hermit. So go with the flow here, but go within. And there's some of you here that you're going to be having, there's going to be an opportunity for you. I feel like let's look within, but also be a light, but also kind of go on a journey on your own and seek it as you're going with the flow. Like some type of change that will be for the benefit will actually work in your favor, because there's wisdom and knowledge that you seek within, or when you go on a hermit journey without distraction, without influence or input from anyone else. You hear your inner thoughts. You're also able to listen to, see the signs, hear, your higher power source knowledge, and and wisdom. So I feel like that's going to be something that comes in as your unexpected help. Some change that allows you to go with the flow, but also brings in some wisdom, knowledge, and understanding about a situation that you may have been. I don't see confusion. I feel like, again, you're in the space where you know what you need to do. There may be something here where you need to do it alone. You may need to do it on your own some way. So yeah, and then your advice is solitude, King of Pentacles. So there's definitely something calling you, Scorpio, to go on something where it's you're not having your hand held by someone else. This is something here where it's something deeply personal within you that you have to go on a journey to begin to, because again, this is a new moon in your 12th house of endings and closure. So it's like whatever you need to put an end to, it's like it's like the beginning of the end for it, but you as well as asking you to be responsible with this King of Pentacles, and as well be secure in yourself and know your worth and knowing your value and not settling for less. I'm kind of getting very strongly with that as far as you being alone and going on your journey here. And it's the solitude is also within it. Kind of reminds me a lot of the Hermit card in this deck, the Enchanted Map Oracle. So that's your advice from Spirit. It's saying it is go within and feel secure about that space where you're within. You're not having anyone else around you. Like, can you stand on your own? Like, it's like a test. Like, some of you are, and some of you just may have that intention. Now, some of you, this could be involving some type of trip or travel alone, or it's something else that maybe you're realizing no one can go with you, but you know, you're going to go alone and you're actually going to experiencing some type of enlightenment through that. But you have to have the confidence and security to walk alone and do something on your own. This is like something of a journey that is calling you to separate yourself from a person or group of people and be secure in who you are, and yeah, bring your value to a situation. Let's look into where things are headed. Should you follow this advice? We have the Spirit of Place and the High Priestess. Look, this is very high knowledge. This is going beyond the veil. With the Spirit of Place, you're in this space of feeling very comfortable with yourself, with what it is that you know. You're in a very solid space with this Four of Spirit of Place. Is like you can, well, she's enmeshed in this tree here. It's kind of like sticking with what you know, but also it's like, you know, there's wisdom and knowledge that goes very, very deep within this place within you. Doesn't have to be a physical place, but even with a physical place as far as a change, this is you feeling so comfortable in your own skin and knowing what it is that you see, trusting your own perception, and not allowing or needing someone else to interpret what you're seeing. Like, you'll know what it is. You know exactly what you're feeling. You know exactly what you're seeing, because you know where you are. You know where you stand. So what you're able to see is you're able to see beyond the veil, in a sense. So with the High Priestess, I feel like that's something it's heading to more wisdom and knowledge and understanding about yourself. There also does seem to be this secrecy of perhaps where you're now. Some of you, this could be a new start, a new move. Yeah, there could be a new move here. This is a wave. It kind of like change of residence, perhaps. It could be. Some of you could be living alone or acquiring a separate place on your own. Yeah, because it's like if you find a place where you can live, like Spirit is saying, make that purchase, invest in that property. I feel like you're going to, you need a space where you can experience peace from distraction. peace, healing, and be still, in the sense that spirit can contact you, or where can speak to you, where you can receive messages. And you may receive them. They may not be something that you're outputting yet, but there's something here that there's something here that you need to acquire as far as knowledge and knowing and wisdom with this High Priestess here. Now, some of you definitely could be excelling and and there's something reawakening in your gifts, especially if you're psychic or empath or reader, tarot reader, or anything like that. Whatever you do spiritually, there could be some higher knowledge and wisdom that a hermit journey is calling you for, so that you can be reached. So and so then in your indulgences, there could be something here. It's like, cut back on what's what's an indulgence, because it's actually maybe hurting you. Or again, there's still some residual pain here that's going on, and don't drink it away. Don't feel it. There's something here where you do need to allow yourself to feel it, so that you can deal with it and release it. Let's look at your message from the moon. Okay. And we have hold your vision, fixed moon. Okay, hold your vision. Alright, so you already have the intention. You do have the intention. And you're feeling your way through it as a very, as a watery, intuitive sign. And you are as well a fixed sign. There's something here with the fixed moon that is significant for you. I do want to read what the fixed moon, or the hold your vision fixed moon is, if I can come across it with this book. I don't usually open this book. I usually just read what I get out of the card and the message, but when it comes sometimes to the... Okay, there are two main possibilities with this card, and see, that's why. The first is that you need to stand firm in whatever situation you're in. The second, very different interpretation, is that something is stuck. That could be referring to the situation you're asking about. If that's the case, have a think about what you can do to grease the wheels so that events move forward. Are you being stubborn? If so, that's great, because if you really want things to change, there's a solution. Stop digging your heels in. Be the one to break a deadlock. With two interpretations for this card, it's up to you to decide what's going on and which meaning applies to you. This offers up a chance for some reflection. Attuned to the moon. Yes, just say the word a lot and see how it feels. Staying power, faith, or patience are needed. Someone needs to back down. Avoid stagnation. A personal or professional relationship will be enduring. So yeah, the fixed signs in astrology, there are 3 quadruplucities. Cardinal, fixed, and mutable, and you're a fixed sign, Scorpio. The fixed signs can be stubborn, so anything that's just starting as you draw this card may well last longer. Remember, we each have all stars, okay, blah, 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 blah. Okay, it's admirable how much staying power the fixed signs have. They can also be obstinate. So I feel like for some of you, this is also kind of like you're getting some, you might be getting some ancient wisdom downloaded to you that will stand the test of time. One thing about spiritual knowledge and downloads and things like that are ancient and tried and true is like kind of once you are aware of them and how they work, they don't really change. Like this world evolves. Like with technology, there's some things that come out as far as new that can help us, but then they come up with an upgrade and the old doesn't work as well, or there's new rules that apply to new things, and the rules are always changing. But there's some things that are just kind of steadfast and true and fixed in that way that they do not change. Like what it is, like it is what it is. And I feel like for many of you, Scorpio, you're getting to that point of understanding that, and getting to a point where you're gonna be yeah, I feel a lot more confident in what it is that you know and where it is that you're at, and about just yourself and your own capabilities. So that's what I have for you, Scorpios. Hope it was helpful for you. And that was a nice little thunder for the end of your reading. I hope you have a great rest of your month, and I'll see you back with the next series. Take care.